Now that you basically know what makes a YouTube Shorts go viral, let's talk about 3 different ways that you can create YouTube Shorts. How do you actually get those YouTube Shorts done in a real way? So first of all, we have this channel example. It's called a viral TikTok, the one that was getting like hundreds of millions of views from the start. And if you open up any of their videos, you can see that they're just giving credit to other creators. So credit goes to this person, credit goes to this person, credit to this. They're basically just taking someone else's content and re-uploading it onto their own YouTube channel. And since there are no ads running on these videos, they don't care if they are demonetized, because even if they were monetized, they wouldn't make absolutely any significant amount of money or any money at all from the ad revenue, because that's not how YouTube Shorts are supposed to be monetized. They're monetizing it with something else that we will be talking about later on. But anyways, since you're allowed to literally take someone else's content and re-upload it as long as you credit them, here's how you can go about it. And by the way, if you study any of these types of channels, you can see they're just literally either taking random videos or something that went semi-viral, not something that's super viral on TikTok, but something that's kind of viral, and then they post it onto YouTube. The reason they won't take anything that's like extremely viral is because that means that there's already a ton of people who already re-uploaded that video, so it's not gonna be worth it. But if you find something that's somewhere in between, then you might have way higher chances to actually get a lot of views on YouTube. So what they actually did is they went over to TikTok, and you can just go and you can either search for you page, or you can search for trending or viral and something like that, and then you can open up some of these videos. Let's say, for example, this cute baby right over here, and what you will simply need to do is you will need to copy the link that takes people to this TikTok video. So you can copy the link by pressing the copy button right over here. I really hope this is a toy, actually. And then you can go over to this tool that's called Snaptik over at the snaptik.com. There's a lot of these different tools. I literally just went over to Google and I searched for TikTok downloader, and then you can just paste that link inside of this box and click download, and then after a couple of moments you're going to be able to download this video by pressing the download button over here. If the server number 1 doesn't work, just try out a different server and a different source, but let's try out with the first one, and yeah, it is working. So now I have this video onto my computer, and I can basically just upload it back onto YouTube, and I can just say credits go to, and then I will just leave the username of the account. In this case, this would be the username. It's a really long one in this case, but that's basically how it goes. That's basically how these guys are doing, and since that obviously literally takes less than 10 seconds, as you saw, you literally just go to TikTok, you find a video, and then you just copy the link of that video, you download it, and that's pretty much it, and you can re-upload it. And since once again it takes less than 10 seconds, you can either hire someone for extremely cheap to get you like 10 or 20 or 30 videos a day, and that way have way higher chances of going viral, or you can do it yourself, because once again it doesn't take a lot of time. Literally do it in your spare time, and you can still get a lot of videos every single day. That's the first way that you can do it. The next way, second option, would be to just create the entire YouTube Shorts yourself. So if you don't want to hire anyone, you can also edit the entire Shorts using Canva or any other tool. If you want to use Canva, which is absolutely free, you can just sign up to canva.com for absolutely free. You don't have to download anything, and then you can go to the custom size, and I want you to enter 1080 by 1920 on the right hand side. So width is 1080 and height is 1920, and then you will click create a new design, and as you can see, this is the mobile size. And now you can either upload your own voiceover, you can add your own voiceover by going over to the upload section on the left hand side. You can upload the audio by pressing the audio section, just upload the media. You can also upload different clips from Pexels.com, from Storyblogs, from Shutterstock, and then you can use that in your videos. It's extremely easy and simple, and you can also use some stock footage and videos that are available over the canva.com, especially if you're using the pro version, which is around $10 a month or something like that. And let's say, for example, I want to use this in my video. I can also add some animations. It's really good. They have really nice animations, and also allow you if you add different text and presentations and whatnot. So if I want to add some text, and I can say, for example, Dave, and I want to change the color. Maybe I want to make it, let's say, blue, and I want to decrease the size of the font to like 150. Here's how I do it. It's pretty simple. And now you can also add the animation to the text as well, so something like this, or maybe I can also choose this text, this animation, This will be the first scene. If you think it's too long, 5 seconds for a first scene, and as we talked about, it has to be fast paced, then you will obviously just time this a little bit lower. So maybe I'm gonna go with like 2 seconds per scene, or maybe even less than that. And then I would add a new scene, and then I would add something else. So maybe now I want to add this image, and I want it to fit the entire scene. I'll just do this. It's pretty easy and simple, right? So now I want to add some animation, maybe something like this, or maybe something like this. It really doesn't matter. You can of course choose the animation that you like. You can also add a text once again. You can add audio, background, logos, elements. Like if you want to add different emojis, so I can search for like emoji, and maybe I want to add this one. I want this to pop up just to make it a little bit more engaging. We can absolutely do that. So something like this. And then of course I'm gonna decrease the size, or I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter, so 2 seconds again. And then once you're done, as you can see, the full video so far with these 2 scenes that are 2 seconds each is 4 seconds. And then I can just export the video by pressing the share button, and then just press download, and that video will be onto your computer and ready to be uploaded as a YouTube short. So it's really easy and simple, and you can actually create really good and fast-paced videos with Canva.com for absolutely free, or for $10 a month if you're using the Pro version. And the third way is obviously to just go over to some freelancing platform like Fiverr, search for Make YouTube Shorts, and there you can hire people that are going to do that for really cheap. Actually, as you can see, there's 8,000 services available, so they are competing. There's a competition on there, so most of them are going to be willing to do it for cheaper, especially if you try to negotiate those deals and you try out with as many freelancers. I'm sure you're going to be able to find some really great deals, people who will literally provide you with hundreds of different shorts videos for like less than $100 or something like that, and then you could be uploading that for the next full year, and you paid only one price, and it didn't take you that much time. They would deliver probably a folder, Google Drive folder, and then you can just download and re-upload it onto your own channel and pump it up. So that's the third way that you can do it. Just hire someone on a freelancing platform and get those videos entirely done for you. You don't even have to buy like separately the voiceover and the video editor and so on and so forth, because that would be a little bit more expensive. You can literally just go and buy full done videos for your channel.